Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this wonderful Monday's edition of English Live. Today, we are going to be doing a bit of a homophones quiz to test our knowledge of words that are spelt differently, mean different things, but sound the same. So it's about getting the right word. But a few things first. So if you are new to English Live, or you haven't been with us for a while and you need a refresher, you can download a PDF document from the Facebook group called English Live Resources, and on that there are 6 different activities for you to do at home to extend and consolidate your learning. They're not aimed at any particular age or ability, but more at different learning styles. So there's something for a practical learner, and there's something for a more writing focused learner, and so on. Okay, and it looks a little bit like this, but this one I've scribbled notes all over, so I'll just pop that one down there. Okay, and a few hellos before we get started. So hello to Harry and Oliver in Bromsgrove, hello to Sarah in Leeds, Yashmi in Wembley, George and Seb, and to Fern in West Yorkshire. And hello to everybody who is new to English Live today. We've had lots of new followers, lots of new subscribers. So I hope you enjoy this lesson. So what we tend to do at the start of every lesson is have a quick starter activity that is designed just to get your brain working, okay? So today's task is, I have got it on the board, that's organised of me, is how many words can you think of that rhyme with here, but also with here, because it's a homophone. So we'll talk more about homophones afterwards, but I'm going to give you about 1 minute to write down as many as you can and to just wake that brain up, okay? Get that brain muscle moving. There you go. Good luck. Play.
Can't wait on their affirmation. You can't wait on their approval. You can't wait on their support. Sometimes you just gotta run and look behind you and say, everybody who wants to run, run, but I can't stop running because you're not running. Listen to me, hear me. You can't stop chasing your dream just because somebody in your life will chase you. You can't stop believing in yourself just because somebody in your life won't believe in you. You can't stop chasing the dreams of your life just because when you know when you do it, you're gonna have to do it all by yourself.
Pause. How many did you come up with? Did you get that brain moving around? Well, you've got about another 10 seconds whilst I say a few more hellos if you want to jot a few more down. Let's see. Oh, lots of you saying lots of hellos and lovely comments in the live chat. So hello to Robbie in Stamford, to Addison, who is 9 in Hampton, to Amy in Soberton, to Christy Garlick, and to Arjun in Hertfordshire. I'm delighted that you're all joining me today for this lesson on homophones, or this quiz on homophones. So I've already explained what homophones are. They're words that sound the same but have different meanings. So I've got a few little tasks and challenges for you today that will hopefully remind you of the differences between some words that are homophones. Okay. So which shall we start with? We'll start with these ones. So I'm going to show you 2 words and I'm going to give you a sentence And I want you to decide which word you think it falls in the correct place. So we'll start with these two. Okay, so we've got browse and browse. You can either shout out at the screen, or you can jot it down, or you can point to it, or if you're working with your siblings or your parents, you can do this activity in any way that suits you. So the first sentence is, I had a little browse around the shops. Which one of these would it be? Are you thinking? It's this one, okay? And browse, spelt like this, refers to your eyebrows. Let's move on to another one. Aisle and aisle. Whilst I was browsing around the shops, I bumped into a friend on the vegetable aisle. Which one is it? This one or this one? Did you get it? It's this one. Okay, so this one is an aisle. You might use this word if you're talking about the aisles in the supermarket. And this one is like an island or the coast of some land. So the Isle of Ireland, for example. Okay, so let's move on to another one. Callous and callous. He showed a callous disregard by dropping litter on the floor. Which callous would it be? He showed a callous disregard by dropping litter on the floor. This one or this one? It's the top one, callous. And the bottom one is a not so pleasant word, relating to a hard lump of skin. So you can look that up if you so wish. Okay, so we're moving on to another one now. This is the final one in this style. So choose and choose. I didn't know which words to choose today. Which one is it? This or this? This is a nice easy one, I think. This will be good for some of you younger learners that are joining in today. I couldn't decide which words to choose. It's this one, okay? So choose, spelt like this, is what you do with your teeth to chew up your food, or what Bertie the dog, who's on the floor down here, will come and say hello a bit later, what he does to my slippers. Okay, right, we will move on now. So I'm going to give you, now that you have a bit of an idea of homophones and you've got your brain working, I'm going to give you 3 pairs of homophones. And I want you to write a sentence for each word, okay? You can do all 3 if you're a quick finisher, or if you prefer, you can just pick one pair and you can focus on doing that one. So I want everybody to work at their own level today, okay? Work what's best for you. So we've got 8 and 8, night and night, and pair and pair. So you'll come up with 2 sentences for each one. So for example, you'll have one sentence with the word 8 and one sentence with the word 8. Okay, so if you do all of them, you'll have 6 sentences. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to do this. Okay, I'm going to put the great music on. You can even have a little dance around the lounge or the kitchen, wherever you're doing your learning, whilst you're coming up with your ideas. Okay, good luck. Off you go. Play. Pause. Well, all I can say is a massive well done, because I'm looking into the live chat and so many of you are coming up with fantastic sentences. So I needn't have worried at all. Everybody completely understands homophones and knows all of the different ways to use these words. So a few hellos. Hello to Robbie McIntosh, to twins Mia and Trinity, to Ruth's dad, whose birthday it is today. So Ruth's dad out there, big happy birthday to you. To Annabelle, who is 12 in Reading, and to Ben and Henry in Oxshott. And well done to Angelica. I was looking at the live chat and she used all of the words in one long sentence and used them properly as well, used them accurately. So well done for that. Right, we're going to move on to another homophones activity now. Oh, I should probably explain what the different ones are so you can check off your answers. I'll do that really quickly, sorry. See, this is absolutely live. I make all of these little mistakes all the time. So this is 8 as in number 8. I'll bring it a bit closer so you can see. This is 8 as in to eat something. Night as in like a warrior or a soldier. And night as in the night time. Pair as in 2. And pear as in a fruit. Okay, so if you, however many sentences you did, if you did just two sentences for 2 of the words, or if you did all 6, give yourself a well done and a pat on the back, because even attempting to do things is an accomplishment in itself. So well done. Right, now we can move on to the next activity. So I'm going to give you a sentence and I'm going to tell you what word I want to go in the gap, and you are going to make sure you come up with the right homophone, okay? So the word that goes in the gap is a word that can occasionally be misspelt by using the wrong homophone. So this sentence says, I like to read to my mum. So the word that is going to go in here is aloud. Okay, I like to read aloud to my mum. You can either write this sentence down or you can just shout out the spelling if you like. I'm going to give you 10 seconds and then I'll give you the answer. Okay, that's your 10 seconds up. So the correct spelling of reading aloud or talking aloud, so talking about using your voice and volume, is spelled like this and not like this. So this spelling here in red refers to whether you are allowed to do something, so whether you have permission to do something. Okay, so different meanings, spelled differently but sound the same. We're going to do another sentence like this now. Okay, I like to add blank to my cooking. So the homophone that is going into this gap today is chili. I love to add chili into my cooking. There are 2 different spellings and 2 different meanings that sound like the word chili. I want you to come up with the correct one. I'm going to give you 10 seconds again. You can shout it out or write it down. What is the spelling, the correct spelling for chili in this sentence? Okay, that's your 10 seconds up. I'll give you the answer. Here we go. Chili spelt like this, C-H-I-L-L-I, and not spelt with a Y on the end, because when you spell it with a Y on the end, it changes the meaning completely. This means a bit cold, a bit chilly outside, for example. Okay, a bit like today, it's chillier, isn't it, than it has been for the last few days. So we've got one more sentence. This one is trickier. I collected it, so they blank the delivery charge. The word is waived. So to waive something means to disregard it because it's no longer needed, for example. So in this example, the delivery charge was not charged. It was waived because the person collected their item. So there are different spellings of waived that mean different things. You've got to come up with the right one. You've got 10 seconds. Off you go. This is a tricky one. You've had about 12 seconds. Okay, did you get the correct one? I'm going to pop the spellings up for you now. There we have it. So the correct spelling for waived, used in that context and that word, is W-A-I-V-E-D. And you can probably hear Bertie having a little scratch here. Bertie, are you getting yourself ready to say goodbye to everyone later? Okay, and the incorrect spelling would be waived, W-A-V-E-D. This means to do this. So to waive wouldn't really make much sense in this particular sentence. So it's crucially important that you use the correct words, otherwise your sentences don't make any sense at all. Okay, how many have you got correct? How many of the tasks today have you managed to do? Are you doing well? Have you tried them? If you've tried them, give yourself a pat on the back. You're doing really well. So one last little task for you to do today before we wrap up this lesson. There are 3 words here. They're not homophones, although one of the words is the word homophone. Okay, it's homophone, hominin, and homograph. Now, some of you will know the difference between these, some of you won't. I'm going to give you about a minute and a half, and you can either jot down what you think they mean, or you can call it out, or you can discuss it with your family. And if you've got no idea at all, you could possibly even ask your adult to very quickly Google it for you, see if they can Google it quicker than the minute and a half I'm giving you. Okay, off you go. Play.
You can't wait on their affirmation. You can't wait on their approval. You can't wait on their support. Sometimes you just got to run and look behind you and say, everybody who wants to run, run. But I can't stop running because you're not going to do it. Listen to me, hear me. You can't stop chasing your dream just because somebody in your life is chasing it. You can't stop believing in yourself just because somebody in your life will believe in you. You can't stop chasing the dreams of your life just because when you know when you do it, you're going to have to do it all by yourself.
Okay, have you worked it out? How have you done? I'm trying to see in the comments if anybody got it right. Quite a few of you I can see. Fantastic. That's really good news. So to clarify, so you can give yourselves ticks or crosses. So a homonym and a homograph are both variations of a homophone, okay? So both of these words mean that two different words sound the same. They have different meanings, but homonym is sometimes pronounced, or is often pronounced the same, whereas a homograph, it isn't, okay? So they're just variations of a homophone. So some hellos before we tie up for the end of the lesson. So a big hello to Rachel in Telford, who said these lessons are really helping her with her English. That's great to hear, Rachel. Hello to Megan in Ealing, who is watching with her dog Holly. Great name. Hello to Aaron, who is 10, to Izzy, who is new to lessons today. Hi, Izzy. I hope you enjoyed it. Hello to Scarlett in Barnsley, Eric in Surrey, to Freddie in Southmore, Inea and Farhan in Luton, and a big hello to my mum, who sits at home 40 miles away, collecting names for shout outs and letting me know if the board isn't straight, for example. So thanks, Mum, much appreciated. So that does bring us to the end of the lesson today. Now, this is only an introduction. So what you can do once you finish this lesson is download the PDF with the 6 different tasks on. And that will give you a whole range of activities to do to extend and consolidate your understanding of homophones, okay? It's designed to be a bit fun. It's designed to engage you with your learning. It's not too serious, but I hope you will enjoy them. So before I say goodbye, there's someone who always comes and says a quick hello and goodbye on the end. Bertie, are you ready? Bertie, come here. Oh. Here he is. So from me and from the lovely Bertie, enjoy doing your lesson tasks this afternoon. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow with the lesson on writing, persuasive writing techniques. It's going to be a really good one. I will see you then. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye. Play.